Okay, you guys, let's get into this wild court drama going down between Cassie Ventura and Diddy. Like, this trial has been super intense, and today we're diving deep into Cassie's testimony, Diddy's reactions, and how the defense is seriously trying to flip the whole narrative. Buckle up, grab a snack, maybe a stress ball because it's messy and emotional and honestly, kind of unbelievable. All right, so the defense? Whew, they're trying to pull the whole, she was totally into this card. Basically, their angle is Cassie wasn't being forced, she wanted it. Which, like, are we serious? To prove that, they pulled out a bunch of old emails and texts from way back in 2007, like when Cassie had just turned 21 and had only been with Diddy for a couple months. One email they showed had her saying stuff like, "I love you, I'm so excited to be in this relationship." And she even talked about wanting a future with him. I mean, it sounds like a young woman who was hopeful, maybe a little naive, and totally in love. One line that really hit me was when she wrote, "I want to be the woman you want me to be." Like, ouch, that's so heavy. It's giving early 20s insecurity, trying to mold yourself into what someone else wants. We've all been there at some point, right? But even then, there were hints of tension. She wrote something along the lines of, "Maybe you should have been with my friend Carrie. She could give you what you want." Like, Cassie, no. That's heartbreaking and kind of telling. You can already see the power imbalance creeping in. So fast forward to the courtroom, Cassie had to read all of these messages out loud. Yeah, imagine reading old emotional emails and freaky texts in front of a full courtroom. She kept her voice super low, and at one point, the defense was like, "Hey, do you want us to read them for you?" But she said nope and kept going. And some of these messages were explicit. Like, Cassie was talking about being excited for what she called freak-offs, basically nights where other people were involved. She seemed like she was trying really hard to show him she was down for whatever. There was even one message where Diddy said his favorite part of those nights was making love to her afterward. And she replied, "Same." And guess what? When that came up in court, Diddy was nodding along like, "Yep, I remember that." Like, sir, maybe read the room? Speaking of Diddy, let's talk about his courtroom behavior. He's not just sitting there looking bored. Nope. He's putting on his glasses, squinting at every text on the screen, taking notes like it's study hall. He's locked in, and honestly, I'm not surprised. This is his whole image and legacy being picked apart in real time. Now the jury, they are not missing a thing. They've been super focused, writing in their notebooks like this is the season finale of their favorite drama. And can you blame them? We're talking deep emotional emails, disturbing stories, and straight-up traumatic moments. Especially the parts where Cassie talked about alleged abuse. There were photos of her injuries shown in court, and everyone was kind of holding their breath. It's one thing to hear about this stuff. It's another thing to see it. This part really got to me. When court let out the other day, 2 of Diddy's daughters were seen leaving the courtroom in tears. Like, that is so heavy. Imagine being a teen and having to sit through a trial where people are talking about your dad's sex life, abuse allegations, and all these dark secrets. I can't even imagine what they're going through. And then on the other side of the room, you've got Cassie's husband, Alex Fine. He's been in court too, hearing all this intimate stuff about his wife's past. And Cassie and Alex are expecting baby number 3 right now. Like, this isn't just courtroom drama. These are real people, real relationships, and real pain. Another thing Cassie clarified, she said yes, Diddy did talk about wanting a swinger lifestyle, open relationships and that kind of thing. But she said the freak-offs were totally different. According to her, Diddy wanted her to watch him hook up with other women. She said that actually happened maybe 2 or 3 times, but he brought it up a lot, like, constantly. It wasn't just about sharing the experience, it felt more like control. Of course, the defense brought up Kim Porter. They asked Cassie if she was jealous of her, and after thinking about it for a sec, Cassie was honest. She said, yeah, it did bother her that Diddy spent holidays with Kim and their kids. She even admitted she was a really jealous girlfriend in general. So the defense is definitely trying to paint her as overly emotional, maybe even unstable, but like, what girlfriend wouldn't be upset about that? They're trying to use her vulnerability as a weapon, and it's not sitting right with me. Okay, so the judge is trying to wrap up Cassie's time on the stand by tomorrow. They said from the jump, it'd probably be 2 to 3 days, and tomorrow makes day 3. So unless something unexpected comes up or lawyers start tossing more motions around, she's probably done. But let's be real, this trial is far from over. This trial is a lot. We're talking drama, trauma, love, jealousy, manipulation. Like, this is real life, but it feels like something out of a movie. I'll definitely keep you posted as more comes out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because you do not want to miss what's next. And let's talk. Do you think the defense is actually making a case here, or are they just spinning Cassie's words to make her look bad? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get into it.